Everybody. Good morning, everybody. You know how I do it over here. Good morning. Got to get situated here. We got a real big show. Good morning in the morning. It's the truth serum. Got to get things, a one-man show, but you know how I do it over here. All right, we got some power because we don't know how long. I could go 20 minutes or 4 hours. There's a lot of stuff going on. Go get a coffee. Go get an orange juice. Go get a water. Come hang out. There's so many things going on. And I'll wait for you. All right, folks. Go ahead. Good morning in the morning. Every day's a good day. When you wake up, it's a good day. Enough of the bullshit. We got Robert DeNIRO, Scrub, over there whining. Robert DeNIRO. Who cares? Okay, who cares? You're on the shitbox list. Jets, big, small. So you've reached that woke status. Bye bye. Jerry Seinfeld was saying. This is such a candy ass era. There's no funny sitcoms on anymore. There's no funny sitcoms because the writers have creativity, and I'm a writer. Good morning, Joe Ruffino. So these bums in Hollywood, they have no creativity. And Jerry Seinfeld was stating that it's because everything that you might say in a joke could offend somebody. Hollywood, turn it to a shit show. All their numbers are plummeting. Oh, they might have one bullshit thing that they produce that costs big, but everything else. See, things you see, you could fix things and use variables and try to manipulate outcomes, and you could try to manipulate outcomes and study. But in the true world, ceteris paribus, which means in Latin, in marketing and strategy and form, means all things being equal. Like your all thinking minds will come to, and then you could spot bullshit, and then you could step back and go, well, you know what? I don't like that. It's garbage. I don't care if they put it in a beautiful package, but it's garbage. So people realize that it's a shit show. I don't even watch it anymore. Everything that media puts up there is some kind of, now there's the network presidents and everything, and do they fight for good writing, good programming? Do they fight for that? They were trying to bash Friends back in the day. It was one of the biggest shows ever. They were trying to go back, these panty waists, these little bitches. They're trying to go back and put some shit and bad light on Friends. How about stop wasting your time doing that and put something out there that's entertaining? But you see, the powers to be, the globalists, the corporate billionaires, the people that own these companies, they're all on the same page of the dumbing down, so you could be a robotic consumer. Oh, geez, by the way, they're succeeding. Consumer credit and people's credit card bills are a new high every day. The dumbing down of America has systematically been in place for a long, long time, and it's really having a nice run, just like Satan. So maybe we could turn this boat around uh, and get sensible thinking. We're not asking for any uh, superior types of thinking. We're not asking for anything above just normal. Just normal. We got to pray to God for just normalcy. So I think Elon Musk, watch that interview he did with that hack, that ex-CNN hack, Dom Lennon, another Como hack. He completely surprised him. Dom Lemon, more or less, was telling him, "Oh, the media." So Dom Lemon, who's been in that fixed whatever CNN and all that diluted thinking programming, he's trying to more or less communicate to Elon Musk. If the media did, he said, I could give two craps about your bullcrap media. I don't submit to you bums that get out there and spin all day long, around the clock, on a loop, all that bullcrap. He said, I don't submit to that garbage. He said, I don't, get the hell out of here. Those programmed robots over there. So Elon Musk, I heard that he might be buying ABC. Elon Musk might be trying to buy ABC just to cancel The View. They're almost canceled anyways because their ratings couldn't beat freaking a Donald Duck cartoon, as well as many other of those network shows. They turned it all into a crap. Let's get down to some cleaning the swamp. Jack Smith, did you see him up there? Jack Smith. Bye-bye, Jack Smith. First one out of the swamp. Here we go. How about this Robert Menendez? This bum. New Jersey Senator, dinosaur. He chairs the Committee on Foreign Affairs. For quite a spell. They charged him in 2004 or 2006 for some bullshit that he probably was guilty of, but they doctored that up. Then I believe in 2012, he got charged again. Good old Bobby Menendez from that dump New Jersey senator. It was a hung jury. 8 years later, yesterday, charged 16 counts, convicted on 16 of 16 counts, extortion, obstruction of justice, secrets, everything else. And his poor wife, is dying from cancer. This is how these dinosaurs, these Democratic dinosaurs that been serving these terms in the Senate, and just for their own, it's not what can you do for your country, it's what can my country do for me with these bumps. That's their motto. His poor wife. Now they raided his house. They found all the gold bars, $400,000+ in cash all over the house. He said, so they had separate rooms. The poor lady's battling cancer. God bless her. He tells the courts, no, that was my wife's. What a bum. Bob Menendez, New Jersey Senator, dinosaur, heads and chairs the Committee on Foreign Relations. Been selling us out for 1 million years. No, FBI. Oh, that's my dying wife's gold bars. Bye-bye. So Jack Smith, bye-bye. Bobby Menendez, bye-bye. Little by little, maybe the country can come back a little bit, God willing. I got my Jesus picture up there, but you can't see it. So I'm going to have to put it back down here. So only God could save this country. And I believe Donald Trump's got a guardian angel. And maybe somehow we could get the channel to, or the channel, get my channel turned around, get the country turned around. Yeah. What else do we got? What? Oh yeah, he was dealing with Egypt, Qatar. Yeah. Elon Musk, you don't have to buy out The View. It don't have any viewers anyways. Doesn't have any viewers. So yeah. Jack Smith, bye-bye. Unlawfully appointed. I'll tell you something. I got to tell you something, folks. If you ever get a chance on YouTube, watch these hearings to approve these judges, and you see the background and the radical history of some of these judges that they're trying to approve through these Senate hearings. You got to start paying attention, folks. You got to start paying attention. If you don't pay attention and go vote, then you don't complain. Don't complain. While on that note, there's a girl, a young lady on YouTube and social media. I think it's called Katie's Safe Place. And she goes around on beaches and stuff and interviews people and gets their thoughts about current events and politics and everything else. She was down there yesterday or the day before, and she's asking people about the upcoming election and everything, and what their views are on this assassination attempt and all that. Now, I remember watching her last summer, and the youth that's very impressionable and easy to be hypnotized, and they're less likely to do more research on things. And they were more hating Trump and liking anybody other than Trump. So that bum Biden. So, but now, in lieu of things that have happened and obvious the way the country is and the economy and everything else, then you throw in the assassination attempt. They're going out, not only they're going to go register and they're going to go vote. There's been 3 assassination attempts in America, or maybe more. Well, you got they've been successful. Well, Abe Lincoln, but JFK, they killed him. They tried to kill Ronald Reagan, and now and Department of Homeland Security. DHS. Yeah, we see that on TV. DHS. Yeah. The bum up there the bum. DHS which Secret Service falls under department. Obviously, it's under the Department of Homeland Security. Secret Service falls under that agency. Those bums haven't even come out and made a reply. Cheadle said, well, we couldn't put any Secret Service on the roof because it was too slanted. Can't make this shit up. They do it years ago. I'm 61. Years ago, they used to try to disguise it and put a curveball over the plate. And then you'd go, geez, how'd that happen? These days, there's no scruples. They put it out there. They expect America to be retarded, and you accept it. And then it won't even affect who you vote for politics. Those Democrat senators and congressmen that've been in there, they're tanking their own states, and the citizens either don't vote for them, and they just have their voter base that just keeps voting them in, and there's no new blood to dethrone them, which might be changing in these upcoming years. So That might be changing. Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, they're all, and then they're saying, then you got these others, media, CNN, ABC, NBC. Some of them came out and really said, too bad he missed. He wasted money on shooting lessons. That's what you get. Because they got carte blanche. They've done it unmolested, and it's just a free for all shit show. And this is, I tell you, I talked to my buddy Robert B. God bless you and your family, Robert B. This is simply good versus evil. That's it. This is good versus evil. The globalists are demonic. Who do you think owns these networks? Wouldn't you say, geez, they said this and they said that? Well, they have bosses, they have owners, and you don't think these producers and co-hosts have to answer to somebody? So they control the media. So people say, well, CNN said this, that must be true. Okay. ABC and The View said this, that must be true. But maybe the mentality and the thinking and things that you don't even need to think hard on. So, yeah. Jack Smith, the railroad on Trump, bye-bye. Robert Menendez, bye-bye. Robert DeNIRO says, I can't take it. I might move out of the country. Oh, geez, Trump might win. Robert DeNIRO, Hollywood hack, bye-bye, bum. Bye-bye, Robert De Niro. Jerry Seinfeld, thank you. A thinker. No funny shows on TV. And no good writers on TV anymore because they're candy-ass little woke bitches. You can't say this. They reject every good script over there because you know what they try to put into their scripts now also? Politics. More brainwashing. More programming. And it's not funny. It's not funny. What if All in the Family, Archie Bunker and all that, with how he used to talk? They would have hung him today. So, yeah. Big, Small, Joe Rufino, Noam Chomsky. No excuses anymore. They're all exposed. Elias Barnes. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Where you going with that microphone in your hand? I'm going to spit the truth because I've had enough of that dirty swamp. They're starting to clean that swamp up early this time. What a convention last night. What a Republican National Convention that was last night. Now, I've watched a lot of conventions, but you have to realize that this country and the future of which is still at risk, but at least it still has a shot now because Trump is still alive, came this close to being the Republic of China. It's already halfway there, but that's how close. But that convention, some of the Republicans that might have been talking smack about their own Republicans, they united. They united. Enough of this gibberish. Let's rise up together. Haley, Nikki Haley, the tradition. Let's unite together. There's no more time for any political bullshit. We got to get this shit together now. What are the Democrats doing over there? What are they doing? Yeah. They're programmed. See, what's gonna happen is we think because I'm half hypnotized that media, the media print, the New York Times, the Washington Post, blah blah blah. Well, the network media, TV media, Fox, CNN, ABC, blah 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 blah. There's unbiased channels coming out that they will put the info out there unbiased, and how it should be. News should be news. News shouldn't be politicized. So, because a lot of the news, the owners of these stations are political bums. They're globalists. And they have their own agenda, but I'd need 6 days to unpack that. So perhaps another time, my good people, because that's a mind freak. And you'd say those are conspiracy theories. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So they're starting to come out. That put it out there, whatever's going on, and leave views and perceptions and thoughts to the people, the citizens, that maybe we could become unhypnotized and make fair and balanced choices about anything, for that matter. So they're running around, and some of the victims, some of those victims that did their touching speeches at the Republican convention, whose blood is on? Who's the blame for that? Who's got blood on their hands for the border and a assorted number of things? Geez, I wonder who's got that blood on their hands. From judges to leaders, letting violent people go. Oh, they were having the Senate hearing. Ted Cruz and some other guys there to approve these judges. These judges are the most radical judges that have said in their prior their history leading up that they have communist and Marxist thoughts. Actually, sitting in front of Senate trying to get approved. And you got the senators going, whoa, 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 whoa. But the madam chair that runs it, they only get 6 minutes. And once they get started to unpacking the real truths, the madam judge, the moderator, okay, time is up. This is a shit show. And these crooked judges are getting in there so they can they want chaos and violence to run the streets wildly. So then what do you think when there's violence and everything? You think that there should be more police. There should be a more police presence, and there should be stricter laws. And then incrementally over time, you'll accept authoritative power right down to checkpoints at the corner, because you'll accept that, because first they let everything go willy-nilly. Then you go, geez, we need to have safer streets. So you don't care if there's a police presence on the streets. And then you take it a little further, and then you just systematically get dumbed down and conditioned into thinking that's a police state. Well, that's socialism, Marxism, communism. You don't even realize how many communists are sitting in our politically held chairs. Crazy. So what else we got here? News should not be opinion. Barnes, Elias Barnes, big, small. You know me, I pump these out. I pump them out. You know, poor Donald Trump. And Steve Will Do It, got a big channel. Steve Will Do It, Florida, blah, blah, blah. But he was a big Trump supporter. And I saw Steve Will Do It's video today on the beach. And keep fighting for Donald Trump, Steve. I know you got a big, you don't know this channel, but I know you fight hard, you know, and for real. Mike DeLeonardo Jr., James Comey Foreman. Mike DeLeonardo Jr. How come I always mess this up? Good to have you back here. The Truth Serum. I got a couple more subscribers since last. James Comey, former FBI director, wrote a thesis praising communism in college. There you go. MDJ. This stuff, Mike, has been infiltrating systematically into our political apparatus. Judges, police chiefs, senators, congressmen, judges. Who tried to stop it? Donald Trump. Who tried to stop it way back when? John F. Kennedy. Who tried to stop it after that? Ronald Reagan. We all know what happened after that. And thank you, Mike. God bless you and your family. And all this James got people, Mike. I don't mean to be petty and immature. Maybe it's just me. I'm getting a little long in the tooth. I turned 61 years old. You look at the news, this political news of CNN. Do you see these images of their characters? You see their now. This might sound petty, but this is part of demonic possession. Don't leave. Don't run. Don't run, folks. Don't run, because this is truly good versus evil. When you water it, unpack it, unpack it. This is good versus evil. So you see these politicians. You see these crazy news channels, and you see these reporters, Mikey D. They look slanted. Did you see Jack Smith? This guy is a critical part in what happens in our country. This bum looked like a hobo off the street. And you see their faces. They look whacked out. There's something on them. You look at the Fox. They're good looking, present themselves well spoken. They're trying to be factual. CNN is emotional. Oh, geez, this and that. What about facts, CNN? You know what? Donald Duck cartoon is getting better ratings than you, CNN, and all that. Maybe Elon Musk is going to buy ABC just to take that View off of there, because you're plummeting. Listen, Elon Musk, don't buy the View. They're already going bankrupt over there. Everything evens out. So you have this shit show going on, and hopefully people could see it turning. But you look at their faces, and it's just like, who believes? Who is that? Who are these people that support this? Now, we could talk about news media, print media, and social media, and all the tricks all the networks try to play, of course. So let's set that aside for 1 second, good people. What about just thinking for yourselves? And just can we just process facts and make our own choices? Yeah, we got news stations around the clock trying to tell us this or that, some fair and unbiased, and some definitely politicized and biased. But can we just sit back and make decisions for ourselves? Well, if you go to the grocery store, that might have something to do with it. If you go to the gas station, that might have something to do with it. If you go to the southern border, that might have something to do with it. If you know about catch and release and you've been affected by criminals that effed you up, which a couple of them were up there at the convention last night, about these immigrants, illegal immigrants coming in and causes crimes. So the families came up there and did some very touching stories. This is easy shit. We're talking about facts on one side, and in a twirly world, the Democrats that can't tie their shoes and what they're spewing, they try to spew emotionality and get everybody into this. We hate that side, and we'll just accept anybody on this side. And you know who that is. I'm winning in 24. I'm winning in 20. Are you cracking jokes? You got these embedded dinosaurs that it's like a fixed card game. You're playing cards, you can't win. It's a fixed deck of cards, so you can't win. These bums have been in there, just like that bum Menendez that's been in there. Foreign Relations Committee, Senator Jack Smith, all these other hacks. Time to clean the swamp. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If Trump gets elected again, some of these boys better get their toothbrush and underwear. Because what they did to Trump from day one, unfounded, these guys actually are guilty of crimes on the other side. Yeah. Elias Barnes, you're from Texas? We've become overrun here in Southwest Texas. So this is what's going to happen. They think they're going to get all the illegal immigrant votes. They're trying to come up with the SAFE Act. The SAFE Act, what's that say? That, oh, you don't need to be a registered voter, you don't need to be a citizen to vote. How convenient. How can they hang their hat and try to promote something that is so ridiculous? The SAFE Act. It's unsafe. So the illegal immigrant could come in and vote unfettered. Me, American citizen since 1963. If I don't register, I go in there. Yeah, can I vote? Where's your registration? Well, I was born in Brooklyn, blah, 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 America, I'm a citizen. No, you got to go register. But Juan Valdez, he just came in illegally. How can he vote? This is easy shit. So, why would they try to promote that, these Democrats? Why would they? To get all those illegal votes from illegal aliens. What a shit show. What a complete shit show. They're trying to stack the deck there. They know it's over. They knew it was over. And you got that Cheadle at the Secret Service spewing their shit. You got that Mayorkas from the department, her boss, Department of Homeland Security, Mayorkas. Look at his picture. These people look like freaking devils. They look like devils. These appointees in these very important positions, political positions, right down to the senators in Congress, and the Senate will be okay for the Republicans, and it's going to be close, but you can win both houses. You could win the Senate and the House. It's very close. It's very close. Those traditional states that are embedded Democratic states, they might be switching. They might be switching in this next election. Swing, the good old swing state. They're considered a swing state when they were just embedded. Because how much can people take? These people in these Democratic states, they see the facts. They go to the grocery store. They go to gas stations. They see these other variables that have been torn apart. They see what's happening in the border. They see the increase in crime. They see catch and release into their cities. These DAs and judges letting everybody run loose to cause chaos in society so someday they can impose martial law. This is communist. Very great thinkers back in the 30s and 40s said someday America is under that. It's half Chinese anyways, if you want to talk who really owns America and most of its corporations. It's halfway there anyways. And then you'll systematically see that erode. Donald Trump's the only one that said, nah, I don't want that. That's whack. And what have they been doing from day one? These globalist bums from day one. All the senators and congressmen, even Republicans, have been bought out from the beginning of time. Trump doesn't even accept his paycheck when he was president. The Bidens have been on the payroll of the government forever. And what is any good things that the Biden has done? He just rode that wave with the carte blanche, historical government, and just rode it. And he's so whacked out, he thinks that's still the way the society is, because that's all he can remember of how easy it is, and it's been a fixed game. That's why he says he's still running, because in his mind, he thinks it's a layup. No, it ain't a layup anymore, Sleepy Joe. People are awakening and seeing what's what. It's been a layup for 60 years with this bum. So that's why in his whacked out mind, he's, I'm winning in 2024. There is no inflation. There is no inflation. Are you on fucking crack? Forgive me. Forgive me, God. Are you on crack? Wow. Somebody told this bum that if you whisper something, people might believe it. They might have told him that in freaking 1847. They told Joe Biden, if you whisper something to the retarded public, that their ears perk up and it's more believable. Some psychological study was done on that in 1846, and he believes it, and he thinks it's working because it's just been carte blanche, and but he still believes it. Where's Kamala Harris? Look at that. Look at J.D. Vance and Kamala Harris. My good people, and thank you for coming in here. Forgive me, God, I swore. I don't usually swear. Forgive me. Let's take a look, my good people. Kamala Harris, J.D. Vance. The news media is already bashing J.D. Vance and calling him what the Democrats already obviously are. He was a fighter, a soldier. He came up. He's got a beautiful story of how you can come up in America, blah, 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 blah. And he rose his way up to the top. Let's look at J.D. Vance and Kamala Harris head to head. Oh, well, no pun intended, but Kamala Harris rose her way up. Let's look at them head to head, if you know what I mean. How'd she get there? Heck, where's she been? They're not even putting her on the ticket. For the so shit show. Head to head. J.D. Vance fits the role, fits it. Military. See, when you get military people, military soldiers that risk their life, they got the benefit of their country in their best interests. They're out there getting shot at and wounded for a couple dollars a month. So I trust a military war veteran in a political seat more than whatever. There's more of them on the Republican Party now because we trust a guy that risks his life. Like Donald Trump risks his life. They knew he's been in jeopardy. They knew he's been in jeopardy from day one on Intel. They just come out with a new briefing that they already knew that the Iranians were trying to have it put an assassination attempt on him. And who was this Bob Menendez dealing with? That's the Senate Chair Committee on Foreign Relations that just got busted. He's dealing with them bums. That Intel knew that Iran was wanting an assassination hit on Trump. Connect the dots. And when the swamp is cleaned, they should all be in jail. Number one, for being traitors. Traitors. In the old days, a traitor would be executed. There's a million of them. There's a million of these traitors out there. They would be publicly hanged or shot. Traitors. Infidels. Joel Gold, how you doing? Mr. H, Elias Barnes, Michael DeLeonardo. They got these good names. DeLeonardo Jr. Thank you. It was divine intervention. I believe, Mr. H, that because you know what? Only God could save America because this is so embedded. It's so embedded that it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a miracle. There was one on July 13th when they took a shot. They told it was carte blanche. This would have happened on July 13th was carte blanche to say, yeah, go ahead, kid, go ahead, take a shot. In so many words. I mean, in how it played out. Go ahead. Yeah. That Cheadle, that bum, that Mayorkas for Department of Home Security, which governs Secret Service. Connect the dots, folks. Connect the dots. So that's what we have here. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. And can we get back on track? Well, the Trojan horse has already been brung in, and it's been turned loose for a little spell now. When you got foreign countries buying up corporations and land, they weren't supposed to. Why would they want to pass? Why would this crooked politicians, Democrats, pass these agreements and statutes to let other countries buy up our real estate and farmland? Farmland is the freaking heartbeat of America. Farmland. It's the heartbeat of America. These bums outvote, these Democrats outvote the Republicans because maybe they're getting kickbacks and envelopes. Come in and buy our farms. Then what do? They control the food. Then they control the food that we eat. This isn't conspiracy theory. This is facts. Wow. Yeah, Mike DeLeonardo, your father's a good guy. I've said a lot of things when I talk about the mafia and all that. I was a runaround guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a gangster. I don't want to be a gangster. My mother didn't raise a gangster. But I do like your dad. And I talk about people that cooperated and everything else. But you got to understand that everybody was ratting on everybody. And it was like, they come to you and say, well, the FBI comes. We want you to rat on this guy over here. No, blah, 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 blah. And then that guy ends up ratting on you. So, Mikey D, we could all be Monday morning quarterbacks, but you can never sit in the same seat and as some of these gangsters. And, it's easy to say, oh, well, this or that. But until you're in that position, we could all be Monday morning quarterbacks. And when that RICO law came out, everything changed. They're handing out 25 years to life sentences like it's candy on Halloween night. Oh, you just were having dinner with a guy over there? Well, that's a conspiracy. Go do your 20 years. No, Judge, I just met him in the restaurant and we were talking about the Yankees game. Well, no, that's a conspiracy. Go do your 20 years. Oh, okay. I mean, so we understand both sides of the fence. And they're going to argue that on MobTube to the end of time. So, and R.J. Roger, he's the best. R.J. Roger is a real reporter, not like that doughboy Jeff, that hack doughboy Jeff, who hates Italians. He hates everybody. He wants to be a gangster, and he's just a bum. So, ain't walked in a man's shoes, don't judge lest you be judged. It's biblical, There was guys out there. R.J. Rogers is likable, and Mike DeLeonardo is likable. And hey, we could look on some things, and I remember people visiting people in prison for whatever reasons, and the wife and the kids are crying because somebody was with somebody, and then it was just turned into these federal charges. Crazy stuff. So thank you, Mike DeLeonardo Jr., and God bless you and your family. Tell your dad the truth serum says hello. All right. So what else we got here? What else we got? Does Didi mean an eye for an eye? I don't know what Didi, an eye for an eye time. I don't know, Mr. H. I don't know. Got me nuts over here. Yeah. So we're in the middle of summer, we're rocking and rolling, and every day's a good day. We got all these things out there that pique our interest and catch our eye, but we got to go out and live our lives and try to have some abundance and prosperity and love and compassion. Elias Barnes, Jeff would never speak to any of these guys face to face the way he speaks behind that keyboard. He's a hack. He's a complete hack. I believe now he lost Gene Barillo after that charade. I believe now he lost Sammy the Bull Gravano after many, many charades. He's running out of steam. Now all he can do is pay lower level hanging fruit that might have been, associates in the mob, and now he could pay them and get this, and he could do those interviews, which he tries to ambush and control anyways. And it is what it is. It's just turning out to more of just a transparent hack job that's leveling off. He Googles things and he thinks they're facts. The Google Meister. And if you were there rubbing elbows and you seen what really happened, you're wrong, because Doughboy Googled it. The dumbing down of America before your eyes in all levels in all subject matters. So, yeah, but he has a right to do his thing. This is America, free America. And if people choose to watch that stuff, that's that. I mean, in defense of that, me, I take it more personal because I've seen the real stuff, the real reality of it. I've seen the reality of it. Yeah. So that's that. So let's not pollute my show anymore talking about that guy. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, they're all tough guys. They're behind the keyboard in their mother's basement. They want to get out there. Ooh, look at it. I insulted this channel. Look, I insulted this channel. Yeah. They're all tough. Their mom's calling them out of the basement. Get off those video games. Come on, Billy. It's time for lunch. I got you a bologna sandwich. But I'm on the third level of Guns and Thrones, and yeah. Those are the Biden supporters. Those are the Biden supporters. So I appreciate the people that come in looking good, big drop, whatever that is. Silver Wealth Draper Mint. Yeah. If you want to support my channel, there's a link to my book in the description. Where is it? Yeah. When writers were still writers. When there were writers. Yeah. When writers can write, TV programming now, just like Jerry Seinfeld said, you can't say this in the script. It's a candy-ass woke Hollywood, and you might offend the mailman, or you might offend something, and every dialogue in a script is offensive. What? Let the market forces work themselves out. If people watch something and it's entertaining, let it flow, let it go. Because they're political. Hollywood, no shit, is political. And Robert De Niro says, oh, Trump gets elected, I'm leaving the country. Who gives a crap if Robert De Niro leaves the country or not? Go. Go. They'll buy the ticket for you. Get going. Because Hollywood is politicized and they sign their paychecks. You see the movies like summertime. Historically, there would be great movies coming out and good written things and all that. There ain't not. Uh, 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 they'll accept and approve garbage, and then any entertaining stuff, as far as the big screen, is that's in the shitter, and then regular network programming. It's part of their agenda, you know. Italian Stallion, how you doing? It's just part of their complete agenda, which the globalists are the globalists are the puppet masters, and they got their underlings, which is Hollywood, news media, print media, and everything else. The politicians. Well, geez, when these politicians are campaigning and they need campaign money, where do the biggest benefactors come from? Hollywood. Where do the biggest donations come from? Hollywood and globalist billionaires. Like George, we won't say his last name, and Jeff, we won't say his last name. The biggest contributors, and Bill, we won't say his last name. The biggest contributors. So you better have them on your behalf when you're running things, or you ain't gonna get that 50 million next time. Elon Musk, Elon Musk doesn't play no crap. Very, very wealthy. Jurassic Park. Yep, those were the days. Those were the days. You know the guitarist for Tool. Remember Tool, the group Tool. The guitarist for Tool was a graphic arts person, expert, and the guitarist for Tool did a lot of work on Jurassic Park. You get it all here, folks. You get it all here. I should be charging you for this. Well, there are links in the description if you want to help a guy out. Oh, jeez. Just kidding. Just hit the like button. That's all. Oh, and that Rock and Oprah Winfrey. This shit. This stuff is getting nauseating. Yeah. Yeah. They're just. But now a lot of the people on the other side, a lot of them have got their bearings, and they can't count on those donations anymore. By a lot of Biden's traditional supporters, those billionaires went, nah, I don't think so this trip. A lot of the traditional Biden billionaires, they pursue them, they call them, they cultivate them. Yeah, Jeff, yeah, you got that 80 million this year. Yeah, George, you got that 60 million this year. They went, nah, I don't really think so. Maybe not this year. Let these next 4 years pass by, but maybe I'll catch somebody else in 2028. But let's just keep that on hold. No. We're gonna pass on this one. Trump raised 300 million in 45 minutes. We don't need and want to expect so much out of our political leaders. Just give us normal. We don't need anything else just above normal. But systematically, through this political apparatus and Congress and judges and everything else out there and media trying, it's just turned into a complete garbage pail dumpster. So we're just trying to get back to normal. Nothing above normal and sensibility and common sense and logic. We're praying for that. God above, help us. We're praying for that. We're not looking for any extra anything. Just give us some normalcy and not this shit show that's been going on. Dapper the Rapper, how you going? How you going? How you doing? And how's it going? So Silver Wealth Draper Mint. Yeah, well, yeah, The Rock. Yeah, they're all out of air. They're all out of air. Yeah, everything's good here. Enjoying. Every day we get up. Thank God we get up. We get to enjoy. We get to try to do better. We try to rise up. We try to have fun and live life. But we get to throw some things around, and it's frustrating. And you think it should be easier in the United States of America, where we're supposed to be the best thinkers, the best technology, and how come it's all going into the shitter? Are we the Republic of China? We need representatives, not leaders. I can think of myself, and so can the rest of us. Bless everyone. Christ is King. Yeah. I got to take that picture down up there because you guys can't see it. You guys can't say, whoa, 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 whoa. We got some interior decorating to do here. It's tilted. It's tilted. My mind feels tilted too. Maybe that's even. I got to take that down because I got to put Christ is King here. So that's staying right here from now on. Goofy idea I had. I think that's crooked. So, what else we got? What else we got? Come on. You guys are coming in. Let me refresh my coffee. I don't care. I was going to keep it under an hour, but I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there. Yeah. You want the horse racing picture? Joe Gold. Excuse me. Let me refresh my coffee. Refresh your drink. All right. We still got time. We still got time, folks. One second. Gotta get my fix. I gotta get my fix. At least it's not an opiate. All right. All right, folks. Please forgive me. We got a real big show. We got a real big show. $50 you're making offers? That's a Rembrandt. That's a Rembrandt. Just kidding. No, because I don't have any leave it alone, Joel. So what else we got in here? Dapper the Rapper. You've been riding with me a long time. You've been in my car. Well, no, I don't have a car anymore. But, I'm in the market for a bike. All right? But I'm happy and I'm blessed. I'm happy and blessed for what I have. And I'm not pissed off for what I don't have. I'm breathing. I'm alive. I got a shot. And I'm doing it. And I'm rising up every day. So you guys are younger. Get it together now and rise up. Yeah, there's politics, which is important for the condition and future of our country. Yes, we know it's a freaking shit show. But the younger generation better wake up quick and get it together now, because this stuff has been embedded for decades. And I don't know, honestly, if Donald Trump can turn it around. Because what's going to happen when Donald Trump wins, serves his 4 years, and then what's going to happen after that? What's going to happen if Donald Trump wins, turns the country around, everything's good? Yes. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Everything's fine. Ain't nobody ever going to fight for America like Donald Trump. At least not thus far. Nobody. The guy don't even accept a paycheck when he was in office. Fought everything, all the evil. And look what they've done. They tried to put him in jail, and now there's bullets coming at him. Because he has an interest for the country. He loves his country. The Democrats can't accept that because they're used to fleecing the country and corruption. Here's a guy that didn't even want a paycheck. Very easy stuff. This is very easy stuff. How does this Democrat side get millions of voters? Millions of votes. How do the Democrats get millions of votes? They're voting for the people that are hurting their budget, their household, their children for clothes and food, and they're voting. They are emotional voters. They're not common sense voters. They're la-la land voters. Sheep. Mr. Gold, sheep. We will own nothing and be happy if things that don't change. Thank you, Mr. Gold. It's ridiculous. You support the people that are smashing you in the teeth. What? What? Yeah. People don't like Donald Trump. Why? Why don't they look at facts? Because they're emotional? So we'll accept anybody on the Democratic side. Obviously, they'll accept anybody on the Democratic side because they just don't like Trump for some whatever reason. The best businessman ever on planet Earth. So they're emotional hacks. You could put Charles Manson as a candidate for the Democrats, and just for the fact that they hate Donald Trump, Charles Manson could get 9 million votes or 90 million votes. That's how whacked out and retarded these Democratic voters are. Retardation. And I ain't going to break down the demographics of those voters, the demographics of what most of these Democrats look like and whatever, and the demographics and all that. Charles Manson versus Biden in a debate. Pay-per-view. This guy's a producer, Elias Barnes. I'd pay if I had the money. Charles Manson would shred him. Charles Manson in a debate? Because at least if Charles Manson has whacked out views, Charles Manson might have really whacked out views, but one thing he would be able to do is communicate them. Whatever his views are, you can rest assured that Charles Manson could communicate those quite effectively. I'm winning in 2024. Get lost, you bum. We've had enough. The poor guy looks like he's embalmed. He looks like he's embalmed. Wow. Yeah, let's vote for him. Wow. Dapper the rapper. You get it all here, folks. Yeah. Somebody told him, Dapper the Rapper, that if you whisper something, that people will believe it. They ain't gonna believe it, Joe. All right, what else we got? What else we got? This is what he. Yeah, put him in a Batman costume. Oh Lord, I can't take the pressure. I appreciate you guys coming in here and helping me out. I had Did I have anything else that I wanted? Yeah, Menendez, get your toothbrush and underwear. New Jersey Senator hack, a dinosaur. Get your toothbrush and underwear. He throws his dying wife dying of cancer and says, "Oh, the gold bars were in her room." He chaired the Foreign Relations Committee. They've been investigating him since forever, but they tried to charge him in 2004. He beat it or whatever. In 2006 or 2008, he was acquitted. I mean, it was a hung jury. And now recently, 16 counts, 16 guilty charges. And believe me, they could have dug up a lot more when it comes to the foreign affairs and what he was peddling to Iran. Egypt, and thank you. Yeah, Egypt and Qatar. Robert Menendez, another senator dinosaur from New Jersey. Egypt, Qatar. What did he run? A pyramid scheme? Yeah, he's dealing with Egypt. He was running a pyramid scheme because he was dealing with Egypt. Bum. Oh, they're going to appeal it. Yeah, they're going to appeal it in the Southern District of Manhattan. Yeah. The DAs and those Murphys. Sorry, Menendez. The party's over. You rock and rolled. You got away with it your whole life. So you actually got away with it because he's older and he actually won. In his thinking, they robbed everything from day one, and they lived good and they lived luxurious and everything else for all those years. So he won. He won. Well, he's going to prison. Well, he's a senior citizen. He looks like he's in bad health. Well, yeah. Yeah. So, in effect, he won. That's one dinosaur Democrat senator. There's a laundry list. If these committees chose to pursue some of these other Democratic freaking criminals, they'd be having hearings to the end of time. Yeah. Well, he's in his 70s. His mortality is probably, you know. Yeah. He told the Fed, nah, those gold bars, those were my wife's. And they found over 400,000 cars, whatever, all this stuff. He was bought and paid for. And he tells them it was my wife's, who's been battling breast cancer. God bless her. What these are elected. These are elected. How did he get elected after 2004? How did he get elected after 2006 and 2008? How did he get elected again in 2016? Well, they have 4 years apart or whatever, however they do it, you know that. But I know. But how could you win one more election after 2004? And then what happened in 2016 up to today? Bye-bye. Toothbrush and underwear. Throws his poor wife under the bus. Most of these dinosaur hacks that are on these committees in Congress and Senate and the Senate, that's who the Republicans are dealing with. These embedded dinosaurs, these Chuck Schumers, and these Nancy Hags. They've been grabbing all the money for years and years and years. They still get elected. How does Schumer keep his seat? Been in Upper New York State, most folks like me. Yeah. New York State, it's gonna be hard to swing, but they've been showing in recent polls that, New York State, the most retarded voters on planet Earth, that the tide might be shifting a little bit. Hochul. I mean, they turned New York State into just, going back to Como and everybody else. And Schumer's been around since the beginning of time. So their tentacles already reach out. They've had a lot of time, decades. They've had decades to get everything in place. But maybe the tide is shifting and people might start waking up. New York State taxes? Yeah. Pack of smokes costs $2, but there's $15 in taxes. Yeah, really? Go to the DMV and register your car and do all that. And yeah. New York State. Good old Chuck Schumer and the rest of those bums. The rest of those bums in Albany. Since 1959, Joel. Scary. But maybe the tide might be turning. Maybe this might be an enlightening era. Maybe I don't know. Just want to make things normal. Just make it normal. It might wake up people that, might come in and try to be more proactive. Let the youth and the next generations be more aware of what's going on. Get off your video games. Wake the hell up. Get in the mix and see where your country is going before you see tanks and martial law on the intersections. I'm going to tell you one thing. What happened on July 13th? If that guy was successful, I'm going to tell you one thing. The Chinese are already here. In 10, all right, in 20 years, America would be 100% socialist, Marxist, and that would have been a wrap. One guy fights for this country. It's Donald Trump. And you've seen what they've done to him since the first time you got in politics. But he's against the globalists, and you see what they've done. They've weaponized the DOJ to freaking put him in jail. They've created scandals and lies all the way through. But this country came this close to being in 10, 15, 20 years. It would have been the Republic of America, and it would have been infiltrated by communists. That's it. Divine intervention. Maybe it was divine intervention. Thank you, folks. I'll catch you guys. And I appreciate for your support. There's links to the book, the Cash App in the description, everything. You know how I do it. we're going to keep, there's a lot of breaking news all the time, and I'll be here. Steve will do it. Keep supporting Donald Trump, MB and Big Steve and Rock and Britt. Have a good summer. It's been a million years. That's good. Keep doing the good work you do in the streets. Steve will do it. Good man and great family. And support Donald Trump. So he's got a big viewership. And maybe people will follow his common sense and everything. So that's good that you got people on social media that will help out and everything. So thank you, Steve. We'll do it. God bless you and your family. Thank you, my viewers and everybody that comes in here. I appreciate your support and all that. So we'll keep our eye on things and see what else develops. And I'll be back soon. So be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. The world is a vampire. Sometimes it wants that blood. No, fight back. Put up your spiritual armor. Bob and weave. And you can dodge it. Get your mind, soul, body, and spirit in order and rise up, laugh, and live in abundance and good mindset. All right, folks. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless America.